You're gonna go for the push, gets the...
What? Oh my God. Kenny early towards, challenging towards...
kennyS to see more left. Brilliant to kennyS again, up close. Oh my goodness, kennyS! The no-scope!
Imagine being so good at a video game that the developers literally changed the game because of you. Not because of a bug or an exploit, but because you were simply too good. That's exactly what happened to kennyS Scrub. The French AWPer, whose aggressive style became so great that Valve stepped in and changed one of Counter-Strike's most iconic weapons forever. And in the process, he changed the history of CSGO. Let me just show you guys how truly capable kennyS was.
Kenny qui remporte son premier duel. Et ce scope pour le coup. Et le troisième. Impressionnant, Kenny.
Can't pick up, I think actually his own gun blocked him from seeing exactly where he was. What a snap!
Into A now, but it's much. He's going to have, he goes down to kennyS. He's on the site now. Fox gets taken out as well. 2 more to find for kennyS. He's got 2 players in for support, but he might not need them. Down goes Jacob. Can Kiyashima get...
Back in 2014, he played for a team named Titan and had a playstyle that nobody else could replicate. Most AWPers held angles, played safer, but kennyS did the exact opposite. He would sprint around maps, take impossible fights, peek aggressively, and somehow win duels that should have been unwinnable. His flicks looked superb, his reactions looked unfair, and every team in the world feared giving him space. What makes it even scarier was the state of the AWP itself. Today's players might not realize it, but the AWP used to be much faster. Before 2015, players could move significantly quicker while scoped in. This allowed aggressive AWPers to strafe out, take a shot, and escape before opponents could react. The weapon rewarded mobility almost as much as precision, and nobody abused that freedom better than kennyS. He turned the AWP into something it was never meant to be, a sniper rifle that played like an assault rifle. While everyone else respected angles, kennyS challenged them. As kennyS continued producing highlight after highlight, the community began debating whether the AWP was becoming too strong. Not everyone agreed. Some believed kennyS was simply that talented. Others felt the weapon itself enabled an unhealthy playstyle. But one thing was undeniable: nobody was extracting more value from the AWP than kennyS. Eventually Valve made a decision, and it would change CSGO forever. The Nerf. In March 2015, Valve released an update that dramatically reduced the AWP's scoped movement speed. Before the patch, scoped movement speed was around 150 units per second. After the patch, it dropped to 100. That might not sound huge, but in practice, it completely transformed how the weapon could be used. Aggressive peaks became riskier, repositioning became slower, the fast explosive style that kennyS had mastered was no longer nearly as effective. Valve have effectively redesigned AWP overnight, and many players immediately connected the change to one man, kennyS. So, did Valve actually nerf it because of him? Well, not really. Valve never released a statement saying, oh, we nerfed the AWP because of kennyS. But everyone knew the reason why they nerfed it. You can ask players or fans. Even HLTV later described him as being almost single-handedly responsible for forcing Valve to address how the weapon functioned. So what happened after? The change didn't kill kennyS, far from it. He remained one of the best AWPers in the world for years. But the entire role evolved. Instead of hyper-aggressive snipers constantly hunting open kills, teams began favoring more controlled and methodical AWP play. The era of running around the map like kennyS became much harder to sustain, and future generations of AWPers had to adapt to a very difficult game. Players like Device thrived in a slower, more calculated environment. The meta had changed forever. Very few players can say that they changed Counter-Strike. Even fewer can say they changed the game itself, but kennyS belongs in that category. His talent pushed the AWP to its limits, his highlights forced the community to rethink what was possible, and his dominance became so overwhelming that Valve stepped in and rewrote one of the game's core mechanics. Most pros adapt to the meta. kennyS was so good the meta adapted to him.